Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5.
Dozens line Edison Street in Kennewick with one clear message: the fight over a proposed group offender home for sex offenders.
And allegations of inappropriate relationships with students surface in Moses Lake. The months-long investigation into a district coach and substitute teacher.
Plus, Pasco students join a nationwide movement walking out of class to protest ICE actions today. Their message of solidarity with the immigrant community.
And from Ellensburg to the Tri-Cities, we finally saw a little bit of blue, a tiny look at the sun. It still exists. What does the weekend hold for you? I'll have your first full weather forecast on the way. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
We have made it to the end of the week. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for spending it with us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is January the 23rd. First up tonight, we start in Pasco with students at Delta High School taking to the streets this afternoon to protest immigration and customs enforcement, or ICE. Around 70 students walked out of school to nearby Sandifer Boulevard holding homemade signs and waving at cars passing by. Student organizers say it's part of a nationwide walkout taking place today, and they say it's to protest ICE's actions and show support for immigrants.
It kind of sends them a message that even though we're teenagers, even though we are in school right now, we are still fighting for what's right. We are fighting for our country, and we are fighting for what we believe in.
And that we need a change, and we need to see it now.
We did not observe any counter-protesters at the scene, but those in support of ICE say they believe ICE is arresting criminals and keeping the community safe.
There was another protest in the Tri-Cities this afternoon, but it was regarding a totally different kind of topic. Dozens of people lining Edison between 8th and 10th in Kennewick today. This over a level 3 registered sex offender home located near schools and a church. Since the news broke last week, this was the second protest organized by neighbors who oppose the home. We met one woman who just heard about the situation and decided to show up today. She actually grew up in the home and tells us her grandfather taught women's self-defense for the Kennewick School District.
My grandpa and my uncle actually are they built this home. And my mom grew up here, my uncles grew up here, I grew up here until they sold it because they needed a one-level story because they were getting older. And I just know that he's rolling in his grave up there, and it's not right.
Another protest at the same spot will happen tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. A town hall is also scheduled for Monday night at 6:30 p.m. at Highlands Middle School in Kennewick, where law enforcement, politicians, and the home's manager, Joe Field, will be on hand to answer questions. DHS and DOC may also be in attendance. Stay with us for continuing coverage.
A Moses Lake School District coach and substitute teacher is now fired after an investigation into a potential relationship with 3 students. That's all, according to officials. The district initially received a report about the behavior in May of 2025, placing the individual on administrative leave while conducting an investigation alongside the Moses Lake Police Department. The findings prompted the MLSD Board of Directors to fire the coach on January 22nd, and the case information has been forwarded to the Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction. The district emphasized its dedication to student safety, transparency, and accountability, encouraging concerned families and community members to reach out for support or to report any issues.
All right, time to talk First Alert weather as the weekend is coming up.
It is. I wonder if it's going to be a chilly one ahead.
All
and
right.
I wonder if the sun will be there.
Yeah, we saw a little bit today. Stacy Lee live in our weather center, and yeah, there it is.
Take a look.
Where's that? Ellensburg?
That is Ellensburg right now. Now, they got the clearer skies quicker, but they did transition east, and we did see a little bit of sun, but partly cloudy skies. So there it is, folks. It is still there. I know we were getting sick of the doom and gloom every day, right? 30 degrees. degrees right now. It's chilly already. Our feels like temperature in Ellensburg is 24 degrees. It's going to be a cold one, and overall it's going to be a cold weekend. Temperatures around the region already dropping down below freezing here in the foothills of the Blues. 36 for Tri-Cities, 33 right now in Hermiston, 34 in Yakima. There it is, that cold Arctic air sinking in. At least we're not here because it's really bad in the middle of the country. But yes, we are getting remnants of that. Now, could we perhaps have more sunshine on Saturday? Well, there's a little bit of hope on that as well. We are going to see chilly overnight lows tonight. Look at this, teens down to 11 degrees at Tollgate, 13 up White Pass. 20s in the lower elevations tonight. All right, for tomorrow, very cold in the morning. By noon, still sitting at freezing or just below, but look at the afternoon. Again, pretty much like today, we could see a little bit of clearing and maybe a little bit of sunshine out there. Overall, though, gloomy and freezing fog again in some areas. Watch out for those slick roads. We had really slick roads near Pendleton this morning. Highs in the 30s, lows dropping into the teens, mainly in the mountains. And yeah, it's a big weekend for football. I have your Seahawk forecast coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Well, thank you, Stacy. At the Hanford site, 40 workers were laid off by contractor Hanford Mission Integration Solutions. Separation notices were sent on January 19th and were effective immediately. This reduction, about 2% of their workforce, we're told, aims to align with current and future business demands. Affected employees received severance and support from local resources. HMIS continues its critical role in the massive nuclear cleanup effort at Hanford.
Well, a suspect has been arrested in connection with a homicide in Walla Walla. 49-year-old Arturo Serrato Martinez was pronounced dead after being found unconscious next to a car on Wednesday. Community tips and security footage helped police identify a 27-year-old homeless man as the suspect. He was apprehended without incident earlier today in Richland. The suspect admitted to the shooting, which followed an argument. He is now in the Walla Walla County Jail, charged with first-degree murder. Police are set to search his vehicle as part of the ongoing investigation.
The Cadillac Regional Medical Center in Richland is speaking out after the Washington State Nurses Association says it's planning a picket outside the hospital next Monday. The medical center says that while it respects its nurses' right to engage in informational picketing, it is, quote, disappointed that workers are choosing to do so while contract negotiations are going on. Cadillac says it believes the two groups should keep everything at the bargaining table to maintain good faith negotiations. On the other side, nurses say that off-duty workers will staff the picket in order to inform the community about their concerns of workplace violence and missed breaks.
Turning to our big national story, one of the most sprawling and menacing winter storms in years is threatening to deliver a potentially historic blow of snow and ice.
That's right. Ivan Rodriguez is in Dallas, Texas, which will be one of the first major cities to feel the impact of this winter storm.
A major winter storm is beginning to spread across the country, expected to bring multiple weather hazards to different regions as it unfolds from Friday into early next week. For the city of Dallas, preparations began days ago.
We've been preparing resources from our public safety departments as well as our transportation crews to pre-treat roads, all the way to preparing an additional 1,000 beds for our unsheltered populations.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced a disaster declaration covering 134 counties to ensure additional resources will be available to the counties to respond to any issues from the storm. In 2021, a winter storm crippled the state's independent power grid and left millions without power for days. More than 200 people died during the crisis, with the most common cause of death being hypothermia. The governor says he's confident the power grid will hold.
The ERCOT grid has never been stronger, never been more prepared, and is fully capable of handling this winter storm. There is no expectation whatsoever that there's going to be any loss of power from the power grid.
At a local hardware store just outside of Dallas, customers have been coming in nonstop trying to prepare.
Our popular item is faucet covers right now. We get people calling right now for a faucet cover. Yesterday, it was all about the ice melt.
Another popular sold-out item, generators.
All this empty wall right here, we had generators sitting up here to the top.
In Dallas, I'm Ivan Rodriguez,
By end of Monday, the storm will have dropped a foot or more of snow in some areas and destructive amounts of ice over its 1,500-mile path from Texas to the Northeast.
Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of more than 200 million people bracing for a catastrophic snow and ice storm with bone-chilling cold on the way.
In more local news tonight, and in Kennewick, a local nonprofit is helping immigrant and refugee families overcome one of the biggest barriers to success: literacy.
B5 has spent the last 16 years working with immigrant and refugee families across the Tri-Cities, focusing on English, reading, and writing skills for both adults and children. The nonprofit offers daytime and evening English classes, citizenship courses, and new digital literacy programs serving people from Africa, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Ukraine, and Latin America.
Leaders say many adults come to B5 able to speak some English, but unable to read or write, a challenge that can limit job opportunities and make it harder to support their children in school.
There's other people who never learned to read or write in their native language. Many of the people that, especially women from Africa, from Afghanistan, they never had the opportunity to go to school. And what a privilege to be able to introduce them to literacy. But it's a hard, hard road.
B5 says improving literacy doesn't just change one person's future, but can impact entire families, helping parents become more confident, more engaged, and better equipped to help their children succeed. Our News at 5 is just getting started. Coming up next, March brings new opportunities for Tri-Cities truck drivers, the new training announced by the Hispanic Chamber.
And Stacy's coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. How is the weekend shaping up in your area? Find out when we come back.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola. Dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park, where it's always 84 degrees. Ride North America's longest gondola to epic snow tubing and endless skiing and boarding. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain Resort. Book today at silvermt.com.
You know what's great about the January sell-off at Furniture Row? Everything is on sale with savings up to 50%. Shop and save on every bedroom group, every dining set, every sofa, every mattress. Every single thing in the store is priced to go, from the lamps to the rugs and even the pillows. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Or make your cash go further with 60 months no-interest financing. The January sell-off, on now at Furniture Row.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Back again, Jeff? Well, I'm future you. Our doctor figured out why your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back. It's IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Our News at 5 continues in Pasco, where the Tri-Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is launching a brand new workshop aimed at helping truck drivers turn their experience into a business. The chamber says the 4-day workshop planned for late March will be done in partnership with the Office of Minority and Women's Business Enterprises.
The training will focus on certification, contracting, and what it takes to start an independent trucking business, especially for those interested in working with government agencies and major contractors.
It'll be people that are fair. You guys can be new, or you guys could already have a CDL, but the most important thing is that you guys want to start a business.
The workshops will be offered in both English and Spanish, with more details and exact dates expected to be announced soon.
All right, talking local sports now. It's not always about how you start, it's about how you finish. And Kennewick's girls basketball team is proving that. After a slow start to the season, winning just 2 games in the first month of the season, they started to find their groove. The Lions started the new year on a 5-game winning streak, catapulting themselves back into contention. Players and coaches agree they are powered by their bond on and off the court.
I would say our defense is pretty good, but what's going to carry us is mostly our chemistry, since we've been playing together since 3rd grade, most of us. So just knowing that in practice, we all have each other's backs in the game too, but I think our chemistry is our biggest strength.
Kennewick's next test will come this weekend as they prepare to face off against Pasco and Chiawana.
Turning to your business headlines, the U.S. and TikTok's Chinese parent company have officially finalized a deal that spins off the app's U.S. assets to a group of American investors. The transaction's close now wraps up a long process that began with President Trump in his first term. At the time, he vowed to ban the app over national security concerns. American users likely won't notice a visible difference under the new entity's ownership. However, the algorithm that determines what videos show up in your feed may shift as the ownership group takes control.
Several airlines are allowing passengers to rebook or cancel flights ahead of this weekend's winter storm prediction. United, Delta, American, and Southwest Airlines all released travel advisories. They're offering options for customers to change plans if they were scheduled to travel over the next few days. The carriers are also waiving rebooking fees as long as the rescheduled travel takes place within a specific amount of days.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And while most of the country is barreling down for big winter storms, it's been pretty quiet here in the Pacific Northwest. We finally had a little bit of clearing. Still pretty cloudy out tonight, 36 degrees. What we do have on the way is cold temperatures, very below average. 36 right now in the Tri-Cities. Our sunset is getting a little bit later each night, 4:48 now, so we're gaining 2 minutes of daylight per day. Cold around the area, already dropping down below freezing from Battle Mountain to Dayton. 36 Tri-Cities. We're at 34 in Yakima, 30 in Ellensburg, so chilly. We're keeping that forecast dry at least through Tuesday, and then we see a little bit of a shift, and we're hoping to see some systems start to break up and come on in. But overall this weekend, so far, the start of it, we've got clear skies on the west side of the state, and look at this, a little pocket of clearing. However, you can see the clouds are still lingering, and more than likely as the temperatures cool down, they're going to be again building up, and that cold air in the middle of the country, as we've talked about, but we're still getting that chilly air coming down from Canada over Saturday. So very, very chilly out there. Lows will drop into the teens, mainly in the mountains Friday and Saturday night. Our lower elevation staying in the 20s, so very, very cold the next little bit. Here's your overnight lows for tonight. Look at Cabbage Hill down to 15 degrees, 11 up at Tollgate, the Blue Mountains, Dayton, 24 overnight, 25 Tri-Cities, 26 Yakima, 23 Ellensburg, White Pass down to 13 degrees tonight. So very, very chilly in those mountains. Let's do a zone by zone for tomorrow. Daytime highs in the 20s and 30s. In the mountains, warming up to 36 at White Pass. Getting into the Kittitas Valley, we'll see temperatures under 30 degrees all day tomorrow. Yakima Valley staying just below freezing all day tomorrow. So again, very, very chilly moving through the day. No precip coming in, just some fog, freezing fog, and hopefully some sun breaks later in the afternoon like we saw today. Here's the chilly temperatures around the Columbia Basin. Looking down into the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla area. Again, everybody down below freezing for those daytime highs. Remember, our average highs this time of year around 40 degrees. So it's chilly out there, and that is the trend through tomorrow and pretty much through the weekend. If you're traveling, 40s, overnight lows 20s, but pretty dry as far as Seattle goes. Staying pretty dry in the Portland area as well. And then heading up to Spokane, again, bring your winter coat. It's going to be chilly there with those overnight lows in the teens. There's your Seahawk forecast. If you're going to the game, again, chilly but staying dry. So that's good news, good football weather. All right, Tri-City, 7 days. There you go. We're going to finally warm back up into the 40s starting Tuesday. We don't see any measurable chance of precip until Friday of next week. In Yakima, we have cloudy skies, those chilly temperatures, overnight lows in the 20s, but daytime highs down below freezing through the weekend, so a cold one there. Ellensburg staying below 30 degrees this weekend with those overnight lows in the 20s, and then those chances of rain popping up on Wednesday. That's our first opportunity to hopefully see some much needed moisture. We're going to stay below freezing in Walla Walla for Saturday and Sunday. Things start to warm up, 41 on Tuesday, and in Hermiston, pretty similar. Cold days. When the daytime high stays around freezing or below, that is cold, guys. So
oh man,
it's a good weekend to kind of hang out, bundle up, you know.
Oh, that's good. Spend it by the fireplace.
Make
Hot chocolate.
Make a big pot of chili or soup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's soup weather.
I love that.
Seattle.
Yes.
Seahawks game.
The Seahawks
tomorrow.
Game. I know.
People traveling, no problems.
The travel's going to be just fine for over the passes and the west side of the state. So enjoy if you got tickets.
That's crazy. All right. Well, coming up, he tracked suspects, located evidence, and protected his community for nearly 5 years. Now, a member of the Pasco Police Department is hanging up his collar.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Yakima. 1 weekend only. Yakima Sundo. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. This weekend only. Yakima Sundo. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
I'm a real wild one.
Some days are the fun days. The days you get to go wild. Which makes the Ford Ranger perfect for you. Made to haul. Made for the trail. And made for any wild idea you've got. Get a wild deal on a Ranger today. Lease a 2025 Ford Ranger Super Crew 4x4 for just $279 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Driving the Nissan Kicks with intelligent all-wheel drive is like the best seat in the house. See why it's been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 5 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Now get a low $309 per month lease or get up to $1,000 customer cash on the 2026 Nissan Kicks.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota. Toyota has 25 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Check it out. Win a free mini vacation to Schweitzer in the Apple Valley News Now Stay and Ski giveaway, where the grand prize is 2 nights lodging and 2 days skiing for 2 at Schweitzer. Enter on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From Schweitzer and Apple Valley News Now.
Time for the Spotlight at 5. After years of dedicated service, Pasco police member K9 Zador begins his next chapter. He was deployed 175 times, assisted in 68 arrests, and located over 50 pounds of illegal narcotics. His colleagues say he answered the call at all hours in all conditions, and they hope his retirement comes with plenty of treats. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Send it to us through any of our social media platforms.
That's a good boy. Extra treats for sure.
Too. Yeah.
Adorable.
The donut.
Yeah, the donut.
All right. Still to come, your reason to smile, and one final look at that weekend forecast.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hun, what do you think of this?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. Avoid rising interest rates by changing your bathroom, not your home. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
I'm Eduardo Morfin. Morfin Law Firm thanks you for 5 years of support. Remember, when choosing an attorney, select a local attorney that supports your local community.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Yakima. 1 weekend only. Yakima Sundo. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. This weekend only. Yakima Sundo. Tickets at DinosaurAdventure.com.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Only one station is on your side.
With the most coverage from the most places.
With comprehensive, accurate forecasts to help you avoid weather surprises.
Only one station.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
Always on your side.
Congratulations, Dave. You just won $1,000 for Camo Dave Ministry as part of our Volunteers Count contest.
We encourage the public to get involved, and that's how this exists.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
And welcome back. There we go. A nice viewer sent in this photo of lots of birds in the trees. This was in the maple tree this past Sunday. Again, the gloomy skies out there. Use that QR code on top of your screen to get your photo on TV. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime Dental Care. Let's talk about those headlines real quick. Again, Mostly cloudy. We might get little sun breaks similar to today later in the day. It wasn't quite enough sun for me, my personal opinion, but it is going to be a cold one this weekend. We're staying dry and yeah, temperatures well below the average. Here's your daytime tomorrow. Once again, cloudy most of the day, but keep your hopes up for the afternoon sun breaks and bundle up because that's pretty cold temperatures. The temperature's only shifting a couple of degrees for the whole afternoon. So what are you guys doing this weekend?
I don't know. I think there's a game on TV.
There might be a game I need to watch.
And I like your idea about chili. That might be in the cards too.
Yeah, chili. Stay warm.
It's a good plan. All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for joining us.
We're back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
Have a great weekend.